What if you jump in a pool? Are you inside the pool or are you just in the pool?
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Baby, you can waste my time, my guy. We can go there if you want it.
Welcome back to Unrelated After Hours. Me and this handsome man to my right, his name is Maj. We had a conversation yesterday about the concept of being inside and what that means. And we talked about it for like half an hour.
Yeah.
We're going to just debrief that conversation and see if anybody agrees with us, or are we as dumb as you all previously thought we were? Because we probably
Yeah, the answer is yes, for sure.
Did I cover that correctly?
I think so. Yeah, that's accurate. And for clarity, we're going to be keeping this
Who's the clarity?
as PG-13 as possible. So when it comes to inside, it's the general
we're not talking about
concept
we're not
of
talking
inside.
about any of that.
Okay.
Or like grapefruits or whatever you.
Right. And I think honestly,
Consider.
a great place to start is just a question.
Yeah.
Where am I inside? Are we inside right now?
Right now,
are we inside this house?
By the human definition of inside, yes, we are inside.
Right. Now, can you give us the definition of inside?
The actual definition?
Yeah. And I can kind of give us a little.
Let me Google it.
I'll give us a little preamble
Okay.
while you're looking that up.
Yeah.
So when you talk
What's
about
a
inside,
postamble?
a postamble?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a postamble later.
So inside, right, versus outside. Indoors, an extended conversation versus outdoors. And Vincey, the definition of inside is?
Inside means the inner side or surface of something, or that's a noun. The inner part or the interior. Adjective, situated on or in or derived from the inside. That is BS. Preposition, situated with the boundaries or confines of in less than the period of time specified.
Okay.
Adverb, within the boundaries or confines of a place.
Got it.
Miss Jackson is waiting for you inside.
There it
Can you
is.
spell that for us, please?
Inside.
Country of origin?
It's got to be INSIDE.
Yeah, I usually
One
go
word.
EYENSYD.
Yeah. Actually, could you grab that glass? I think that's a good place to start because you're talking about like the inside perimeter of the bowl, right? So
Yeah.
let's grab this glass.
Is there water
So, like,
inside that glass?
The water's inside the glass because it's inside on the
right.
inner side, right? If you
Right.
want to extend that. And any water out of the glass would be outside of the glass. That makes sense to me. Now, when it gets a little confusing, right,
Yeah.
is the car situation, right? So say
That's always, yeah.
I open the door to my car, I get into the car, I close the door, I drive away.
right.
I'm no longer in my house,
Uh-huh.
but I'm inside my car.
Yeah.
But I'm now outdoors, but I'm inside my car.
Right.
Thoughts on this?
It's like hard to have thoughts. I think conceptually, we were like, I don't actually know how this started. Also, stone cold sober for this.
Very sober.
Completely sober.
Actually, increasingly sober
Yeah.
as we asked more questions.
The more it was sobering, if you will.
Mm.
The initial thought, I can't remember exactly why we started talking about this, but the initial thought was, all right, 4 walls and a roof. Is shelter inside? Is that what it means to be inside?
Mm.
And then we get to the car. Are you indoors in a car?
Yeah, because you enter through a door.
Indoors.
Presumably.
Right.
Yeah, so like I enter through the driver's side door, I close that door, and now I'm indoors of my car. Inside my car, but I'm driving outdoors of my home.
Right. But then also like everything that's inside or everything that's indoors is inside, but everything
I don't know.
everything indoors is inside.
What about a plaza?
Is that indoors? I think indoors
You go through
constitutes
doors.
the roof.
Well, think about it. Say I have like an inner. I mean, I don't. But if I had like a courtyard in my home, an
Yeah.
open air courtyard,
Uh-huh.
only accessible via going through doors inside my home.
Yeah, but that's not indoors.
But you go through doors, so you're inside the other.
Well, yeah,
you're
but
on
it's-
the inner side of the other.
That
you know what I
wouldn't be indoors. All right, now I'm gonna look up
mean?
indoors.
Okay, but through.
Hold on.
Here's the thing. I think it's a catch-all because through doors is not a phrase that we use.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, oh, here.
I just walked through that door.
So if I'm trying to meet you somewhere and you're in the plaza
Yeah,
and I
right
say,
through the
hey,
door.
where you are? And you're like, oh, I'm through doors.
No, I'm through the door. Walk through
I'm like,
the door.
what fucking doors?
Into or within a building is indoors. So you have
Okay,
to
so if
be-
we are in the perimeter, as back the perimeter
Yep.
of the building.
no, because you're not inside the building.
But you went through the building to get to the courtyard. It's inside the building.
Yeah, you were inside, and then you went outside to go to the courtyard.
So the courtyard is outside.
Courtyard is outdoors.
I can agree on that. Whoa.
There is courtyard outside.
A courtyard is within the building,
right?
But it's outside.
If a courtyard is within a fence but outside of the building, is it inside or is it outside? Do you guys see what we're getting at, or is this like the most like insane brain fueled?
It reminds me of the is water wet situation.
Yeah,
which I feel like that might be even a little easier because
I got a blue dress for you.
Yeah, because you have science on your side for that one. Inside outside, there's not really a scientific explanation of what we're talking about.
No,
but we can talk. We can take it to space.
So yeah, but I think we should say that we did ask your beautiful married
husband Kayla, yes,
husband wife, yeah. And she said this
my
conversation.
Stepsister wife, husband Kayla.
No, not no. She said we're stupid, essentially. So
yeah, she was ready to quit that conversation immediately.
I asked her for about 2 seconds. Yep. She was like, "This is dumb. You guys are dumb." I feel like we are for sure, but please, because I've never done this before either. Have you ever thought about this hard? Mm-hmm. You've thought about this before?
No, I mean, when we had the conversation yesterday.
And I was like, oh yeah? Like, why don't you have any clear answers?
The thing with this question, this concept, right, is that it is increasingly harder to answer as you get more details. Right? Because I think I'm like, okay, we establish what's the perimeter. And if there's the perimeter, then you're free. Within the perimeter, you're inside. Outside of the perimeter, you're outside, right? Yeah. Indoors, out of doors, that's like elements situation. Yeah. So what I would say, like the car example, if I'm in a car that's like fully covered, doors are closed, windows are up.
You're inside the car.
Then I'm inside the car. I'm driving outdoors, but I'm not exposed to the elements. So I'm inside the car. Convertible, top down, it's a little bit trickier because the rain comes, you're exposed to the elements, right? Which means you're technically outside, but you're inside the car.
Yes.
Oh, but maybe you're outdoors.
Well, you can be inside something without a roof.
Like a nest.
You can't be indoors of something unless there's a roof.
My question for you.
Which,
if we're walking in a park, right?
Yeah.
Just doing some friend shit, laughing, giggling, walking, right? We approach a beautiful gazebo.
Yeah.
No doors.
Yep.
But there's a roof. We enter the gazebo.
Yeah.
Are we indoors?
No. You need both the doors
but you
and
said
the roof. I know.
Doors and roof. Okay.
Listen,
what if there's
I'm
like
not
a little
Socrates?
What if there's a Really?
Chill.
I thought you.
If there was a roof, then will there be a roof?
And they were talking about the concept
today
of
at 5
doors.
p.m. today.
Well, let me ask you a question about saloons, bro.
Yeah.
Famously have those like double.
I frequent many saloons.
Right.
Yeah,
the double door with like kind of not a bottom.
Yeah.
And then not much
the
of
saloon
a top.
doors. Yeah. Saloon doors.
Literally a saloon door. When you go through that door, are you indoors?
Yes.
And you're inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's doors and a roof. That's why you're indoors.
Right.
Now, now inside. What if you jump in a pool? Are you inside the pool or are you just in the pool? Is in just the contracted version of inside?
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. What if you're in a sauna and you're inside? Are you inside? Are you double inside? Does that make you outside? Does it cancel each other out?
Wait, if I'm in the sauna.
I'm outside in the sauna.
Well, I'm in a sauna in a room.
Yeah.
In a portion of the building inside. Yeah. Unless you're like in an outdoor like hot springs situation.
What if the sauna's inside? I mean, I don't have one. I don't even have close enough room or the money to do that.
That is a question.
I hate
you see what I mean though? Like the conversation gets a little convoluted.
Yeah.
And it's harder and harder to answer. I feel like just even more examples, they provide less answers. Let's talk about the space situation, right?
Yeah.
So right now we're on planet Earth.
Yep.
Surprise. Gravity keeps us here and we have an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Let's consider the atmosphere our perimeter to being on the planet.
Right. Not in the planet.
Right.
Yes.
Say, I really excel at school. I become an astronaut. I go to the International Space Station. I go through our atmosphere. And then I'm going through a door, an airlock, into the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Am I now outdoors?
No.
Why?
Because you're in the space station.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm off of our planet.
Yeah.
Out of the...
I don't think setting matters all that much.
I think setting really matters.
I think you could be in a different universe as long as you're inside of a confined space, you're good.
I can't imagine like coming back to space and be like, hey, how was your like 6-month track.
I couldn't figure out if I was inside or outside.
I was like, no, it was chill. I was inside the whole time. I was inside the whole time.
You haven't gone outside once. It's like, dude, we're in space. I think the biggest theme that we're going to get from this here is that it doesn't really matter.
No. You're completely right. I think this is listen, I would love your comments on what you think inside out. Just give us another example.
If you made it this far in this video, God bless you, truly. Also, don't think of other words because I just started doing that and it's a never-ending street.
Yeah.
Like inside, outside.
Indoors, outdoors.
What does wet mean? What does dry mean? Are you ever really dry?
Honestly?
If you wear underwear and you don't wear pants, is it really underwear or is it just wear?
Bro.
These are the things this is the reason I can't sleep at night. This is why I'm always tired. I'm thinking about, is it underwear?
If you wear
or
underwear
is it
but nothing else, is that just your clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, we have to ask that DJ, Mark Rebellier. You know him?
No.
I'll insert a... No,
he sounds like he was part of like the French resistance in the Revolutionary War.
True,
of France.
yeah.
Mark Rebellier.
Yeah. He does that video where he's like, get the fuck up.
Oh,
yeah. And he's like DJ, and he makes like his like loop thing. Yeah. But he famously is wearing just underwear and a robe.
So he's just wear.
He's just wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is just wear. Maybe we should ask him this question.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mark.
Mark?
All of a sudden he walks in.
Mark?
How did that happen? Mark?
That'd be sick. Guest appearance.
I think X has him. I heard X marks the spot.
Oh,
why didn't it just get sepia tone?
That's fun.
What happened?
I don't know, man.
Wait, what? We get sucked in. Oh my God, the aliens! They finally discussed inside versus outside.
I mean, you mentioned before. You're like, has anyone had this conversation?
Right.
I think no, because it's not a conversation that should be had lightly.
Tents are inside.
Are you talking about tents when you're camping?
Yeah.
And you go inside the tent through a door? There's a little door?
But there doesn't have to be a door to be inside, though. We already made that happen. Like, we talked about that.
Oh.
Because, like, amphitheaters. All right, here's a crazy one.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Igloos.
Inside.
Yeah, but it's just water, I guess.
That's fine. It's a barrier. It's a frozen barrier.
Okay, that's a good
frozen
point.
barrier.
I was going to say, if it's raining on you, are you inside?
If you're getting rained on, then you're exposed to elements. So I think you are outside, at least partially.
No, you're right. Because
if
you take wood and just like, what do you call it when you just you put it in a chipper?
Like a chipper?
Yeah, and then you cover yourself in wood chips. You're not inside, but most houses
because
are made of wood.
You're underneath the wood chips.
So it's the same concept. So I get that. Never mind.
A tent can be many things, right? Yeah. You can have like a canopy.
So can in tent.
A canopy just covers the top, right?
Yeah.
From sun or whatever.
Are you inside a canopy? No.
You're underneath the canopy.
Right.
But you're not inside.
Underneath the canopy.
In the same way, if I had a convertible, which I don't.
Yeah.
It's raining and I just crawl underneath the convertible. I'm under the car.
Right.
And I'm still outside. But I'm not indoors.
So inside is confined. It's within the confines of.
That
was what husband Kayla
that's
said
what husband Kayla said. She said context is really key. Which I feel like, for everything.
Yeah.
But in our case, I think it makes it more difficult.
Boring.
Smart people, am I right? Get them out of here.
Oh, well. Well, thanks for listening to us talk about inside. I hope this is fruitful for you. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give us this comment. Go ahead and give us a like. And then give us another word to debate for hours on for no reason. Thank you.
See ya.
Baby, you can waste my time. My God, we can go there if you want.